What is happening, YouTube? All right. Yeah. Don't ask about my Organization 13 robe. I've been just been trying to beat Roxas on Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. All that. Anyways, don't worry about that. I like to dress up for it. Like it's been kicking my ass for months. But anyways, not what this video is about. I'll talk about my love for Kingdom Hearts in another video. And also, sorry if the babies bark. They're outside and there's people on the tennis court, so they might do that every now and then. If they start whining, then I have to walk them, so I'll pause the video because they come first. And sorry that, about the whole, speaking of the babies, the animal endangerment video. I promise that's going to come. I just got to get the babies groomed because they're going to be the host for that. And I'm pretty much just their interpreter for that, right? I'm like the interpreter, and it's for their voice on that one. It's gonna be fun, guys. It's gonna be so much fun. But anyways, in today's video, I wanted to go over instead, kind of like a thought experiment, because I have a very teacher-like mind, and I feel like I best educate myself better by asking, other people questions and learning from their own opinions. And the reason that I think opinions are very important is because that's kind of what society is ruled off of in the main majority of things. If the government can sway the mass opinion of people, whether it's right or wrong, because that's kind of how politics are run now. It's like a game, right? If you Again, I'll have to make a whole video on my opinion on how politics is a game, ran like a game. But for the majority of how I can explain it, regardless if this woman is a witch or not, if mob mentality thinks she's a witch, she's gonna get burned at the stake, right? Same goes for every public scenario ever, right? In a society ever, just regardless if it's right or wrong. If the mass majority of people think it's true, it's gonna happen, regardless of how bad or how good the repercussions of that is. So that's kind of how, for a long time, government has been trying to just rule the narrative, right? Like, just if they can sway the people's opinion on something and get them to agree to it, such as another example for more recent, the Patriot Act. We literally, they took a scenario that this looked good at the time because of what just happened, 9/11, right? And was like, here, you give away your rights to us and we'll protect you for all of time, right? Like, we gave up our rights for this situation, but we gave them up for all of time in society afterwards now, right? So I feel like we as Americans have a tendency to give away our rights over protection, and which is weird because it doesn't protect us. We can protect we will have a better chance at protecting ourselves than giving away our rights for our government to, because they've never been trusted to protect us in the first place. But anyways, that's whole. And the other thing is, I think it's absolutely insane. This country was founded on the principle of not trusting a government, and now we're 250 years in, and we have people cucking over the fucking government. Like, I don't know how this happened. I just But anyways, not what the video is about either. I'm sorry. Huge tangent. But it does have some background on what we're doing with today, because it is about history. And we'll do a whole video about my opinion on all of this another time. And that one's going to be fun. I would love to hear y'all's opinions. Again, my biggest thing, I don't mind sharing my opinion, mainly because, and I don't also want to put down anyone else's opinion. If you're even for the Patriot Act for whatever fucking reason, I respect you to have that opinion, okay? I do. I like that we should be able to talk about it, but we should be able to talk about it without raising our voice, without calling each other names and such. I just call people who really love the government cucks, but I mean, I was using as anyways, beside the point. My thing for today, though, the whole purpose of this what I want it to be about today is a thought experiment, right? A thought experiment about the Constitutional Convention. So, if you don't know what that is, go research it. I'm not going to teach you all of history here. I can make a whole video on it later, and I probably will. But right now, I want to set this because I am setting the presumption that you already know what that is. I hope you have educated yourself on the whole basics of where our government was founded upon and the whole situation, right? If you haven't, I mean that's okay, but go educate yourself, please. Please go educate yourself. We are all begging you to. So, anyways, if my thought experiment is, and you can't use yourself in this example, if you were to choose five people for the Constitutional Convention, right? Who would you choose for your state? Who would you send to choose for your state? If today we had the Constitutional Convention, like you had it, like you got a gang of friends and you had to send the the best of your state, like anybody, celebrity, a scientist or historian, anyone at all. Who would you send? Now, obviously, if I'm setting this up, I'm going to answer mine, and it's sadly not what you're going to expect. It's I don't know. And I think that answer actually speaks more about my society than anything. And please let me know if you also don't know. Because let me explain why I don't know. We do not turn people who deserve to be celebrities in our society to celebrities. We don't. We don't turn these great scientists and inventors and geniuses, actual geniuses, like celebrities. We treat them like nobodies. Like, maybe if you're truly in depth in that field, you'll know about them, right? But that's the problem. We should be making these people who are actually advancing the human race, who we would, if there was a Constitutional Convention today, we would send just in a snap. But I don't even know any of them, any of their names, anyone from North Carolina that I would personally want to send. Because, I mean, all I know are actual celebrity names for the most part from North Carolina. Like, I know some people in like other countries who I would most likely send. Most nuclear fusion scientists and stuff like that over in, say, like France or Germany, or I think there's a facility in Poland, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be highly mistaken. But anyhow, most of mine would in fact be scientists. That would be the perspective I would personally want to send, hoping that other people send other varieties. But if we all get freaking scientists, then we all get fucking scientists, right? But yeah, that is kind of what I want to drill into this experiment and see if that if that sticks water, right? I want to see if that's what this whole situation turns out. My assumption of this is you guys are going to just just list celebrities that you like. That's what I feel like. If this became a huge trend, that is exactly what I feel like it's going to go. But I'm down for you to prove me wrong. Or prove me right. I mean, if you want to put a celebrity down, put whoever you would send, your favorite people of your state, to the Constitutional Convention, right? Who would you send? Now, this is not me saying we should build a Constitutional Convention. No, this is me doing a educated exercise publicly in society to see who do you think is the brightest 5 minds of your state? Do you even have any? Or are you like me, and because our society popularizes these individuals who would not be able to advance society ever in the fields that actually matter for our society and not just entertainment? Or would you send them anyways? Would you think, you know what, I praise them so much, maybe they would do good for us? I don't know. Let me know. You know my thoughts. I don't think, as much as I love actors, I don't think many actors would be able to get into the field of like societal government, even a governor, and be able to be making the right choices for us. But that's just me. Let me know what you think. Thank you for joining me on the Top Hat Guide show today, and I will see you all next time.